They're running it back. We know this. We knew this the minute it was Aaron Boone and Brian Cashman. They're running it back. They believe in their process. They believe that if you win enough games and get to the postseason, they couldn't say it enough. You can hear them constantly. Like, we get there. You know, it's our job to get there and put a team worthy of getting there and worthy of having a chance to play for the championship. That's how they view it. That's how they view it. And again, this is where I differ from most fans. If you want to just fire them because you don't like that thought process, okay. If you want to fire or demand the firing of Brian Cashman and Aaron Boone because you don't like hearing, we're going to get there and we're going to put a team in the tournament good enough to go win, and then hopefully they play well enough to go win. If you are mad that they're not sitting there telling you, we're going to build a team perfectly suited for the postseason, we're going to build a team that guarantees victories, like the Aaron Boone comment that everybody's all upset about. When asked, what can you say to the fan base to give them faith in the New York Yankees winning a championship? Aaron Boone said, I don't know, and then went on to give, we have good people here, we've had winning programs, we consistently get into the postseason, blah, blah, blah. What can he say to the fan base to give them faith that it will be different next year? You know what the answer to that question is, honestly? Honestly, I know we're all mad at the answer, and saying I don't know isn't a good answer. I totally agree. It's not a good answer. Should have come up with something better than that. But you know what the truth is? Nothing. Nothing. There's nothing he can say. What can he say? There's nothing. It's not, hey, what can you do to make the team better? That wasn't the question. The question was, what can you say to instill faith in the fan base that you'll win? And the answer to that question is absolutely nothing. There is nothing Aaron Boone can say to instill faith in the faithless. He's not a miracle worker. He can't give you words. Whatever he would have said, if he would have said, well, because we work our freaking tails off and we're a great team and we've come up short, but I promise you, we're doing everything we can to win these games. It's all we care about. It's what we live and breathe with. And I promise you that I won't rest. You're going to laugh. You're going to call me up and say, Aaron Boone is talking nonsense again. Aaron Boone is full of crap. They don't care. They don't give a damn. As long as the owner's making money. Like right now, I know he wasn't there. He should have been there. Asked about how the owner's feeling. Brian Cashman said he's annoyed. He's pissed off and he's annoyed. He's frustrated. He wants to win. Do any of the fans believe that? Do you believe that Brian Cashman is telling you the truth? That Hal Steinbrenner is pissed off, aggravated, fed up, and wants to win? You won't believe it no matter what that Brian Cashman said it. You don't believe it. There's nothing Aaron Boone could say to instill faith in the fan base that they will win a championship. The only faith that could be instilled in the fan base is if he wasn't the one having the press conference. That's it. That's where the fan base is. There's nothing Aaron Boone can say. It's been 8 years of losing, and there is nothing he can say that would instill faith in you that year number 9 will be the one. Nothing. So I don't like the word I don't know. I don't. But the idea that there's an answer there, I don't blame him. That's the honest question. That's the honest answer. Because there's nothing to say. There's nothing to say. There's nothing he can say. Because you don't have faith in him, plain and simple. You don't. 90% of the fan base thinks the Yankees don't give a damn because they haven't fired Brian Cashman and Aaron Boone. What is the man that you think getting rid of is the only way for any sort of success? What can that man say to you while he's still in a position of power? What can he say? There's no answer to that question. There's no answers to any of this. As long as it's Aaron Boone and Brian Cashman giving the answers, there's no way for any of you to come out of that conversation, come out of that press conference feeling good about anything. There's nothing he can say. other than all I can tell you is the payroll's going up to $500 million. We're going to go do everything we can. We're going to go trade for Skubal. We're going to go, sign every single free agent. We're going to spend $500 million because the owner's fed up. And I no longer care about home runs and everything's going to change. And, I don't know. Aaron, we're like, there's nothing. There's nothing. They have to go out there and win. Bottom line. Bottom line. And here's where I'll differ from the fan base. That's where I'll differ from the fan base. I don't believe that they're incapable of doing it. I don't. I think Brian Cashman put together a roster this year that, again, people on Fox, like Derek Jeter, were picking to win the World Series before the tournament started. This is a team that had an explosive offense. This is a team that won 94 games. They didn't play well, and they consistently don't play well in the postseason. Again, they were in the World Series last year. If Judge had this postseason, maybe there would be a parade. If Giancarlo Stanton had last year's postseason in this series, maybe they're still playing. That's it. It's that simple. Like, again, Jimenez hitting back-to-back games, hitting 2-run home runs. Should they go out and sign Jimenez? Is that the answer? Trade Jazz and bring in Jimenez because he hit 2 home runs in the postseason that really helped the Jays get back into the series. That's the answer, I suppose. Look, I'm as frustrated as everybody else. I believe them when they tell you they're frustrated. I think all you can do is build for the regular season, fine-tune it, and get into the postseason and win. That's it. And there's nothing you can say. I hate the answer. I don't know, too. But again, the question was, how can we get better? The question was, how can you instill faith in the fan base? What can you say that will instill faith in the fan base that next year will be the year? I hate the idea I don't know. But there's nothing. There is no way to instill faith in the faithless. Like, there's nothing anyone can say. They're running it back. He knows it. They said it. You know it. Once that's established, once Cashman establishes it, once Boone establishes it, what can you say to instill faith in the fan base? The only way to instill faith in the fan base is him not being the one answering the question. So what can he say? Like, that's what, like, I wish they were more firm on the idea that Anthony Volpe will not be the starting shortstop, because until they say it as firmly as possible, they wavered on it, but until they say it as firmly as possible, I will believe what you will believe, that Anthony Volpe is going to be the starting shortstop next year. It's unacceptable. I'm totally with you. Unacceptable. Unacceptable. The Yankees and the last 8 years of Aaron Boone, or the last 15 years without a championship, there's nothing else to say as long as Cashman and Boone are saying it. So how do you instill faith? You don't. You go out there and win. Bottom line. That's it. That's it.